position here on the road. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Toledo's offense will have the football first. And Jesse, the man in the backfield today, not necessarily a superstar. They'll just try to have him grind out the tough yards when they need it.
He needs to be solid in this game. He doesn't need to be a Heisman Trophy winner today for them to win, but he has to get the yards when they present themselves. Take what the defense gives him, and you cannot turn the ball over.
Nah, you got to hold on to that rock, but it would be nice. I think this offense will really open up with some more consistency at this spot. A running back they can really depend on. He becomes that guy. If he can grow into that, this offense can take that next step.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Back to pass, it's Richter. Going for the big play. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game.
Coaches look at this stat every single football game. How do you execute on third down? And a lot of times, man, it's about being in position and making plays, and that's exactly what he did. The right spot, breaking on the football, being physical, setting the tone in this football game.
So Michigan State's offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. A big challenge in this matchup is for the linebackers to be able to hold their ground, something they haven't always been successful at doing. The transfer has it his first carry. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Third and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? From the gun, wants to pass. Got out of trouble and throws. The sure hands, it's Edwards. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. The Spartans will have it first and 10. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Looking to fire. Makes the catch. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Edwards. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. And the Spartans have pushed it inside the 20. This time stopped in the backfield and finding the sledding a little tougher than on that last run.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start.
What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort, by the way.
He caught it into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan State. They're on the board first here in the season opener. How about being completely oblivious to the rush, standing in, delivering the football, and taking the big hit?
And everybody's going, yeah, I'm sure that's easy. Well, you do it with all those big boys breathing down your neck with bad intentions. They want to rip your head off, but you're just going to hang in there. You know, I'm going to stay calm, deliver the pass. Great job, great effort.
The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Running inside, it's Smith. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Back to throw, it's Richter. Fires to the wideout. Got his man. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
If you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
A very short pickup there, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Just keep slinging it. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Smith. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Wants to throw on first down. He's going to let it go. Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Going deep. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Looking downfield, it's Richter. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, there is a player down on the field. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to fire on second down. Finds his man. It's Simpson. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. And the Rockets come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Another off throw from this quarterback, and they knew coming into the game that they were going to have success. They had to be efficient throwing the football. They have not been that so far. Whether it's been pass pro, bad routes, bad throws, they're not getting it done right now through the air.
Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, giving up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions have them staring at 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick completion on the out route. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
And man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Makes the grab in their space. Touchdown, Toledo! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
No doubt, and quarterbacks and wide receivers throw all off-season to get on the same page. You can see he hits him in stride. That's why he gets the touchdown.
Extra point here will tie the game. And they tacked on the extra point. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Michigan State's offense heads out, ready to go to work. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Looking for room. It's Edwards. Breaks into the open. He gets across the 25, steered out of bounds at the 26. 9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on second and short. Back to pass. Finds the tight end. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He's looking deep. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Could be an alley. Makes it past the marker. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Sparty. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible, because he'll make it happen.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. The Rockets offense looks ready to go on this drive. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. On the option. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
To the air. It's Richter. Pocket breaking down. They're going to get him for a safety. Tried to make something out of nothing and still got stuck for the 2. After getting caught for a safety, they're lined up and ready to kick it off. He'll take it on the return. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. The run inside. It's Edwards. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Finds him out of the backfield, and they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. The Spartans will punt this one away. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. Let's check in with Holly Rowe.
Hey guys, down here on the Toledo sideline, I can see a lot of conversations happening between the offensive line and the running back. They just haven't been able to get the ground game going. They're talking about he has got to be more patient, and they have got to get more of a push up front.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
That defender did not care that the running back was setting up behind him on a screen. He was just thinking one thing and one thing only. See ball, get ball. He did that.
The Rockets trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking for a man. It's Richter. Quickly out to the tight end. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Timeout taken by the Spartans, their first of 3. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Sparty and nearly 75,000 of his closest friends pegging the decibel meter on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Moving out to the right. Throwing on the run. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage.
When you get that quarterback and he starts to leak outside the pocket like that and roll, you roll with him. Those linebackers are supposed to move and shift with him, start to take away the field towards the sideline, because think about it, he's not going to throw it back across his body. The defense read it well, moved with the rollout, made the big play.
To the air on first down. Quickly to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. And he'll need a little distance and to bend it just right. A 41-yarder from the left hash. Absolutely center cut. And that lead grows even bigger. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. And the Rockets will kick it off to start the second half. Let's see what he can do with the return. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They open this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. And the Spartans will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Showing some serious leg strength on that boomer. And he tried to pin him deep with that punt. Instead, it goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. The Rockets offense is back on the field. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt. I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. Open on the left side is Smith. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Back to throw, it's Richter. Got his man, and he'll be brought down.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Shotgun snap on third down. Makes the grab. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Stuffed almost in his track, but strong enough to pick up one to the 35.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Spartans.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Toledo has the ball. Here comes the offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the... They'll keep the ball. Now, we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Get it out to the supersonic guy. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. The Rockets send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. First play of the drive comes from the 38. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the misconnection on 3rd down. The Spartans will try to pin them back with the punt.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
Guys, let's see what Toledo can get done on offense this time. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Looking to throw, it's Richter. Quarterback now breaking the field. Taken in by Smith on the right side. Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
And that's the beauty of playing zone coverage, man. Everybody has vision on the quarterback. So when he drops to throw and that ball comes out, you should break as soon as his hand separates from the football. He does, sees the running back in the flat, runs up, and makes sure he gets no yards after that catch.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. He can't wait for this game to be over.
That pass is well off target. target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. And the Rockets line up to punt it away. No fair catches here, looking for room. Makes a move. Excellent coverage and tackle that time, and that's how the third quarter comes to a close. We've reached a break, and Michigan State has the lead. A quick pause here to look at the numbers as they are threatening to pull away in this game. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Caught over the middle. It's Moore. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. And the Spartans come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Delay to the back. It's Edwards. The draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a third down and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. How about this defense? Another stop. This one right at the line of scrimmage. It's fourth down. The Spartans will punt it away on fourth down. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. The Rockets offense looks primed and ready to launch on this drive. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. The offense basically has the whole field in front of them, backed up close to their own end zone. Dropping back, it's Richter. And here's the third interception of the night. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Spartans.
And all this defense has done all game long is be absolutely dominant. They have been shutting them out, whether they've tried running it, whether they've tried throwing it. They've been creating takeaways. You get the pick six right there. You just can't say enough good things about how this defense has played today.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Smith.
It's got to feel good as an offense. That early in the drive, you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, go get positive yardage.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. They'll run the option, and not even a chance to pitch it as he is slammed down in the backfield.
I hate being that guy to say just take a dive, don't take a hit. But when the play is going absolutely nowhere, you might think about it.
First, do no harm, right? And you've already been harmed, so just don't make it worse.
Don't take those big shots unless you know it's for an important situation, goal line, third down, touchdown.
Looking left, and the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Well, a lot of things haven't gone.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Spartan! The defense does the work itself with a pick six.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Toledo hoping to get things going on this drive as the offense takes the field. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big depth. Open field on the right. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
On first down from the 13-yard line. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Couldn't make the play in the end zone, but the offense is going to come out of this with a penalty on the D. The defense trying to be physical in pass coverage took it a little too far, and the offense will pick up the first down. They're trying to slam it in. Grinding and churning close to the goal line, but it'll be stopped inches short. The Rockets will hustle to the line. On second and goal, he carries again. He will not get there as the defense stops him again. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. That defensive front was a stone wall on second down. Now it's third and goal. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6.
With that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the second half, but you should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
And listen, it's getting late in the game. It's in the fourth quarter, and they got to make something happen when you're down by this much. But I'll tell you what, this onside kick went like the defense and the offense has gone for this day. It's just underwhelming, not successful, just been a bad day.
With a minute 52 seconds left, the defense will use a timeout trying to get the football back.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their third and final timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play. Now facing a third and long. He'll keep it again on the option. He gets it to the 38-yard line, but this defense forces a fourth down. And the Spartans will bring the punt team onto the field. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. The Rockets offense looks ready to go on this drive. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well on offense, defense giving up a lot of points. This is a day, Palmer, they'll like to forget.
Yeah, you're going to find out a lot about their character right now. Obviously, not what they hoped this would be, and that's demoralizing for a lot of these kids that have worked really hard in practice all week. But at this point here, you're just trying to prove to your coaching staff that you're not going to quit.
Finds his man. It's Crosby. He's across the 30 and out of bounds at the 31-yard line.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with an L.
Robinson will throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. Like, I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off his...
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down. I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Turns it on in midfield. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Man, he's spreading the ball all over the yard, man. A lot of times when you go to one guy, man, I can kind of shut them down.
Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air on 2nd down. He wants a big play here late. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
On 4th down, looking to pass. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield, they couldn't hook up.
Well, it's been that kind of day for the offense, and this quarterback specifically, they've had their chances. They've had opportunities throughout the course of the game to get some pitches and catches and make some explosive plays, just not able, though, to hook up. And you saw it on that 4th down play right there. They're trailing by a lot of points because those are the throws you've got to make if you're going to win games like this, and they just have not been able to get it done.
I know this is disappointing, but plenty of teams have suffered early losses and come back